Ang pagsampalataya ay isang maharlikang diwa na nagmumula sa budhi at hindi sa mukha. The sentence that I have just uttered, except maybe for some of the conjunctions and connecting phrases, are made of words that are derived from Sanskrit. And these words are still very widely used in Hindi, the language most commonly used in India, especially in North India. Language is just one of the many historic connections between India and the Philippines. Join me as we explore more of these connections that Philippines have with India from yesteryear to now. Thank you so much for clicking my channel, and I welcome you once again to Filipindian Tales. My name is Gemma Ribangitromani, a Filipindian. For someone who has lived half of her life in the Philippines and the other half here in India, I feel I have qualified myself enough to talk about these two countries, both of which I call home. All the information that I'll be featuring on this channel are based on my experiences and knowledge gained through my 2 decades of stay in India. It is in no way a representation of what all the Filipinos who are living in India think and feel, the same way the Indians who are living in the Philippines. Through this vlog, I want to impart the information and knowledge that I have gained while living in India to all the Filipinos who would like to live in India, or even other nationalities who may be interested to know more about India. As a little girl growing up in the barrios, we have seen many Indian nationals going around our place, and they're generally known as the Bombais. In fact, our parents used to scare us that, if we are not behaving very well, we will be given to the Bombais. And then, of course, later on I found that not all Indians are Bombais. And by the way, I have prepared another vlog on these subjects, which would be a very interesting vlog for all of you. So please do watch out for it. The Bombais are not where the Philippine and Indian connections begins and ends. History tells us that there is a lot more. The introduction of Sanskrit words may be dated 10th and 12th century, but until now, many of these Sanskrit words can be found in many of the languages in the Philippines. Then there's the folk narrative of the Maranao entitled Maharaniya Lawana, for which the story presents an Indian character, and the plot line is the same as the Indian epic Ramayana. The existence of Brahmanates in Cebu and Bataan also points out to the many influences of India to the Philippines. In fact, when Ferdinand Magellan landed in Cebu, an island in central Visayas, the ruler was Raha Humabon. He succeeded his father, Sri Lumay, at Tamil Malay. In 1921, a copper statue of the Hindu deity Ganesha was found by American anthropologist Henry Otley Bear in the ancient sites of Puerto Princesa in Palawan and Mactan in Cebu. In the post-World War II era, connections between Philippines and India continued to grow. Bilateral relations were set up through cultural exchange and trade. Just a side note, if ever you visit Ayala Museum, located in the heart of Makati, don't be surprised to see Kinari gods, Garuda earrings, and many other artifacts that makes it look like you're in an Indian museum. Well, that's too much of history. Let's get back to reality. Coming to India, I came to know that just as we Filipinos did not know much about India, Indians too did not know much about the Philippines. Well, I always cringe when they mention the name of our country and say Philippines. I always want to correct them, but not until, they started asking questions like, is Philippines an island of Malaysia? Or is it part of Indonesia? Well, of course, I'm talking about 20 years ago when, mobile phone is a luxurious commodity and the internet is not yet known to many. Our generation is obviously unaware of the Philippine-India relations that began to take shape in the mid-20th century. These connections may have actually paved the way to the dynamic relations between these two countries these days. Today, many Indian companies have set up offices in the Philippines and vice versa. In fact, one of my very first jobs here in India was working as a cross-cultural consultant, helping Indian companies who are sending their people to the Philippines. I gave these young men and women lectures about the country and on matters like the weather, religion, lifestyle, proper proper behavior, many other information that they would like to know before moving to the Philippines. The connection between India and the Philippines spans between industries from garment to IT to the recent trend of call center agencies setting up office in the Philippines. And with this in mind, the air traffic has become more and more active recently, and Philippine Airlines have actually started looking at setting up or coming up with a direct flight between India and the Philippines, specifically between New Delhi and Manila. This Philippine Airlines flight, though, will be flying only between the two major cities, the capitals of these two countries. But for other destinations, for other key cities and provinces in the Philippines and then states in India, we can always look at the best and cheapest way to travel. For that, I have prepared another vlog that you can always look forward to. I think we have established that there are more and more connections between Philippines and India. So please continue to join me as we discover how these connections help or affect the Filipinos living in India and the Indians living in the Philippines. For now, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, click the bell icon to be notified whenever I put up a new video, and for my social media link, please click on the description box below. So until next time, and please do remember that life is a journey and not a race. So don't forget to have fun along the way.